Cameron Thomas.
Oh, thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. I stood in this chamber in September last year and spoke of my pride to represent 52 pubs and 3 breweries. I warned the government then that despite its protestations that it was supporting businesses, its hike in employers' national insurance contributions and its hike in business rates was hitting hospitality hard. Since then, Winchcomb's Corner Cupboard Inn has closed and the Inferno Brewery has vacated Breadon Road in Tewkesbury. If the government does not row back its business taxation, I expect to be back with an updated list. There is one very clear route to economic growth in Gloucestershire. The M5 Junction 9A and A46 Ashchurch project requires a government injection of approximately £1 billion, but it will unlock 100 hectares of employment space while releasing capacity on the UK's crucial Trans-Midlands trade corridor. It is a key enabler to the Tewkesbury Garden Communities project, and combined these projects will facilitate tens of thousands of new homes with the community infrastructure so desperately needed. In the current geopolitical climate, backing business for economic growth means unleashing the UK's world-leading defence manufacturing sector, and few regions of the UK boast Gloucestershire's engineering heritage. In my constituency, I proudly represent Babcock, GE Aerospace, Moog and Safran, each at the top of a chain of small and medium-sized manufacturing and logistics enterprises. The M5 Junction 9A project can further enhance Gloucestershire's contribution to economic growth through this sector and help the government meet its pledged 3% of GDP on defence by 2030. If the UK is serious about generating growth, we cannot be cowed by taboo. We must reckon with the reality that leaving the European Union has been a diplomatic and economic disaster. Reform UK wants to abolish the Office of Budget Responsibility, perhaps because it reported that the UK economy will be 4% smaller by 2035 for having left. That won't help my constituents with the cost of living crisis, and it seems the OBR's estimation seems conservative compared with other economists. The Organisation for Economic Cooperation and Development estimates a deficit of 5% by 2030, and the US National Bureau of Economic Research says the impact was already negative 6 to 8% by last year. There is no greater mechanism to effect economic growth available to the government than negotiating a new customs union with the EU. I met UK businessman Steve Wisby last year, who explained the nightmare of red tape which Brexit has caused UK businesses. He spoke of the additional costs of work visas since freedom of movement was surrendered, temporary import licences and cash flows inhibited by VAT now paid up front. Other members of this House may be keen to avoid rehashing the old arguments of Brexit, but we must not deny its cost. Backing business means undoing the damage caused by Brexit.